Hey, how's it going? My name's Ian. I go to Old Dominion University studying in the major of finance, and today I wanted to talk about social media and business and why it's so important today. A lot of people would consider social media and business as a way as free advertisement for their businesses, which is absolutely true. It is the cheapest way to advertise, is free marketing. And from what I know from running my own business is honestly, that is the best way to engage with such a widespread market area, where you have so many people that are using Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, as a ways to grow a professional network and to their resumes and trying to get some connections to move up into the business world. And people are using social media more than ever before, and it keeps on growing, and there's no end to it. So, a couple statistics to keep in mind when thinking about starting up a business is that 80% of small businesses fail in 10 years. And 99% of those businesses are small. That's I mean, 99% of businesses are all small. 80% of them fail in 10 years. And the reason that they all fail is that, for one, they don't know how to purchase the right capital. They don't know how to do taxes or anything with accounting. And they do not advertise well with their business. They don't connect enough for them. They don't make it more convenient for the consumer. If you think about it, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, your main target is the consumer, because the consumer is what's going to bring in the revenue. And if you don't got any revenue, you ain't going to have no profit. And as an owner of a business, you want to increase revenue as much as possible by creating a relationship with customers. You can use CRM as a way to connect with customers, conducting customer surveys, and also you can put up some promotions into your social media, Facebook page, and in a way to be like, hey, there's this promo. If you refer a friend with us, you can get this thing for free and whatnot. And that way, with that connection with your consumer, it keeps them happy and it shows that you really care. And that's the main purpose when running a business, is you always want to make sure that your customers are always happy. And when you connect with customers in a way of social media, you're not just a robot anymore. You're not just focusing on your town, your city area, wherever you're holding your businesses. You're reaching half of the world's population, because 48% of people use social media, and that's a market of about 3.5 billion people. 3.5 billion people. So you have just opened up a possibility of starting up a online business with your at in-person business. As I'm trying to think of like a way to say that in a better way. But I mean, if you think about it, if you set up a social media account for your business, not only are you doing free advertisement, you're increasing your market. And when you increase your market, you are giving more variety, and you're also creating a CRM with your business. Any database whatsoever is more accessible through social media. And and that's based on what people comment under your post. If you see customer reviews, people are not they do not hesitate to give their opinion on an experience they had at a certain business, because that's just how people are. People like to have their voices heard. And when you give if you give people what they want, you're not let's be honest, we're not always going to have people always get what they want. But if you give the customers that right with your business, you're being you are ultimately going to succeed, because you're going to learn from what they are saying. And let me tell you, what I noticed about businesses with good Yelp reviews, those are usually the 20% of those small businesses that succeed 10 years and 20 years and so on and so on and so on. So if you don't have that, you have no advantage. You have no chance of improvement. You can't really take a task at hand and be like, you know what? I see that a lot of people are complaining about this thing. I had no idea about, because you're not gonna just have anybody go up to you and every single day, hey, this person didn't address me right. Hey, the prices are way too high. Hey, this is the website's too hard to follow. The website's I gave up halfway through. You'll never really know why sales are going down unless you get that customer interaction through social media. And that's the thing too, that it's good for marketing, but it's good for customer engagement. And that's why I feel like a lot of businesses are starting to go through that route. And you'll also see a lot of businesses opening up their own apps on ways to gain rewards and whatnot, because that little system, promotions and whatnot, that is ultimately good business. Um, but back to social media, um, if you look at Target and Walmart, those are the biggest retail companies right now in the world. They are very, very much active with their social media. And then you will look at small local businesses in your area. Every single one of them have a Facebook page. And it's like the new kid on the block, social media and business, but it's definitely a thing that's gonna be sticking around for a very long time. And there's no end in sight for it. So definitely go with social media whenever you go and conduct business, especially if you're trying to start up your own business, because Facebook makes it very easy to provide what kind of services you give what hours, book appointments and whatnot. And they also leave sections for customer feedback, and that's what you really want. You want to know what makes the customer happy from the customer themselves. And yeah, that's pretty much all I really got to say about it.